guys. What's up? Mr. Go Philly Eagles here. Gonna do a little live Eagles talk with you uh, on Sunday. Obviously, unless you live under a rock. You know the Eagles won 34-29. Uh, a big talk, obviously, has been the defense. Um, I'll put it to you like this. I'm pissed at how the defense played on Sunday. I mean, I just don't understand how you give up 500 fucking yards to an offense like that. With no Beckham, no Brandon Marshall. Granted, Sterling Shepard usually always has big games against us, but we were giving their receivers free releases off the ball. That shit has to stop, man, and it has to stop starting Monday night against Oakland. And I think it will. I think this defense will get it on track, and we can go in. We'll go into the playoffs. I think we're gonna get the number one seed. We already clinched a first round bye with that win. Um, and obviously the first round bye helps because then we don't have to play wild card weekend. Now the Eagles have an interesting conundrum here because if Green Bay, let's say Green Bay beats Minnesota on I think it's on Saturday, then the Eagles play Nick Foles on Monday night against Oakland. Assuming Green Bay beats Minnesota, I'm saying. And that's something they got to figure out. I also, Doug Peterson, I think deserves Coach of the Year. With all the shuffling he's had to have this team where they are, 12-2. Now, granted, the defense has been a little shaky the last few weeks, but I think they'll get it on track, and we'll be in good shape. But it all to me rests on the defense. Because I think honestly we can beat just about anybody. I think we can beat Minnesota. Everyone's sorry. Everyone's talking about Minnesota like they're this like Case Keenum is the second coming of Tom Brady. I admit Minnesota has a good defense. I'm watching NFL Network now, but I don't really see if Minnesota has to come to Philadelphia in January. I just don't see how this benefits the Eagles. And for God's sake, don't give me the New Orleans did it in 2013. I'm telling you right now, this team is far and away better than that team in 2013. All right, and if you don't see that, I don't know what you're looking at. I really don't, because first of all, and everyone say, well, if they have to play Drew Brees, Drew Brees is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Don't get it twisted. But if Nick Foles damn near beat him once in the playoffs, all right, a stupid special teams penalty was the difference in that game. So I'll wait and see like who you guys think try to sell me on Minnesota because look, they're a good team, but I believe we can beat them. Oh, everyone said we wouldn't beat. Everyone said the Rams we beat them, and honestly, I think Seattle just brought this team down to earth, which is what I think they needed. I think when you reach that kind of achievement, you're 10-1 and in control of everything. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, and I think that's what happened to the Eagles. I think they got a little ahead of themselves, and Seattle brought them back down to earth. But did you see the beatdown that the Rams put on Seattle? Wow. I thought that was a game that could go either way. I did not think it was going to be 42 to fucking 7. Zach Ertz, by the way, a Pro Bowler as a starter, and with Jimmy Graham, Gronkowski. So I think the Eagles have 6 Pro Bowlers this year. Wentz, even though he won't be there, obviously, but which sucks. I don't know. Damn, Antonio Brown's been in the league that long. It's already a 6 Pro Bowl selection. Holy shit! I don't know how I missed that. Dude, DeAndre Hopkins is underrated, by the way. By the way, I think we can beat the Falcons in the playoffs. The Falcons didn't impress me at all last night. I think we can beat, like I said, I think we can beat anybody in the NFC. I really believe that because we've already proven it once. We've already beat Carolina once. And I know everyone's gonna talk this shit. They haven't beat anybody good, as if we can control who's gonna be good and who's gonna suck when we play them. I mean, god damn. I mean, does suck to lose Wentz though, but like I said, next man up. Foles Foles played really well against the Giants. That's why this is going to be a conundrum or a dilemma for Monday night, especially if Green Bay can somehow pull it out again. He Minnesota, but I don't know if they're going to now only because they shut Aaron Rodgers down, which they probably should have just done in the first place because he looked extremely shaky against Carolina. So yeah, Adam Thielen, if you got to come to Philly, good luck on that big run. When it's going to be like probably like 10 degrees outside, and you play in a fucking indoor stadium. Anybody been paying attention to what Skip Bayless has been saying about this team? I've lost interest in him. I don't. You know what's weird? The NFC is actually, for the first time, is actually really competitive because it's usually like you got like in the AFC, you have your cast of characters every year. You have New England's the Steelers or Kansas City or one of those types of teams. Um, this year, is like the Eagles came out of nowhere. I predicted them, by the way, to be a 12-win team, so I feel vindicated because everybody swore up and down I was crazy, but I saw the roster and I just knew what they were capable of. Gonna suck though if we lose Brandon Graham because I don't I think he's a if I'm not mistaken I gotta check it, but I think he's a free agent at the end of this year. I gotta check that, but that's gonna suck. I don't know if we're gonna necessarily have the cap room to re-sign him because we already re-signed Alshon. Um, I do like Derek Barnett though, but you're gonna need another DN to play alongside him. All right, guys, this is gonna be about it for now. I'm gonna come back later this week, or maybe after the season, and do like a Philly sports talk chat and try to cover all the teams. So, peace.